kind of been back and forth. Something's going on with the CPU as well. So weird. We may or may not do this. It still says chat is connecting. This is just an awesome start. I already forgot my my blue light, yellow light glasses, whatever they're called. And yeah. So I don't have those. So if you see a random stranger come running in, it's probably rain plates saving me from myself. So sorry guys. I'm gonna make sure that all this is good running. So if you're watching, let me know that it's good. Just because I don't have any connection to the chat on this side, so I'm not seeing anything. I normally get it to pop up. Hopefully everything's good, and I can get a thumbs up from someone. Just because my computer keeps saying connecting to chat, but it says we live. It says we recording. It gives me an option to end the stream. It says we've been live for about a minute. So welcome back, everyone. Your boy has had quite an eventful week. We ended up going out of town to take care of some family stuff, and then we got stranded. That Denver blizzard hit, and we could not get home. So I was actually supposed to be home last Saturday, and I didn't get back until like way too late in the day, Wednesday. So yeah. If you missed any of the last episodes, check them out. I think there's 4 technical parts up on the YouTubes. It's been getting intense. We've been finding conspiracies. We've been finding things going on in the hospital. Districts that are just absolutely falling apart. So we learned in this last level the health status. And if it gets down in this section, we screwed. So in the last one, we fought like our first really big one. Dorothy Crane was like helping someone, and we definitely need to come here. Someone was telling me I kind of messed up by not coming straight here and sleeping a night, because I guess when the nights progress is when it's like, oh, you're doing well, you're not doing well. So someone was already saying it's a lost cause. A lot of these people seem like lost causes, but we haven't decided if we're going to help people out or not. And once again, if you guys are chilling with me and you're here, I have no way of knowing right now if this stream is working. My chat just keeps refreshing on the computer side of things. So if you're here, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you. But if you guys shoot me a message and I'm not replying like I normally do, I apologize. Hopefully my chat will fix itself at some point. But as of now, I don't know what's going on. So we might not stream as long tonight, to begin with. But so we are heading to Whitechapel. That is where our good friend Dorothy Crane is at. So yeah, this district is serious. Also, like, I think we came here earlier. And, yeah, like, these things are so much bigger than us. So I don't know if we just messed up and we've been doing something wrong. 'Cause, damn, these people be high level. Like, we got someone way out there. What level is? Level 10. Okay, so they're right there. Level 12. Okay, so, I mean, still. Oh, I don't like the sound of that. That is spooky. Alright, so I'm hoping. Alright, so level 11. I haven't played in a little bit. I'm going to forget all the controls and forget how this works. And just absolutely screw up everything. Everything okay in here? Alright, I'm nervous because I normally have you guys. So, I mean, I like horror stuff. I don't know if this necessarily counts as a horror game. But I get scared, and normally you guys chat with me, and I don't have you guys here. This is weird. I like talking to you guys. Keeps the stream new and refreshed. And gives me stuff to talk about when the game's not really going on with anything. All right, so we got a brawler over there. We got this level 11. So I think we should try to take... Oh. Oh. Uh-oh. Alright, here we go. Let's see if we remember how to fight. We spent... Oh, there is more people than I realized. We spent a lot of points last level upping our... Ow? Our health. And how much damage we do in a stun, all that kind of stuff. So hopefully we also upgraded some of our weapons. If I can get out of this corner here. Oh, okay, so good to know. Shots can actually interrupt us from doing our moves. Alright, we're out of stamina, so we have to be careful. So there's still a little bit of stamina issues. Ooh, he charging. This guy does not... Oh, he's throwing a grenade. There's all kinds of new stuff. Alright, come on. Oh, he did not care to that. I forgot. We got... Alright, we need to be careful. What's this one? Did we get a new move? Oh, what the heck? I don't remember what that move was. I honestly don't remember all the moves that we bought, if I'm being honest. But for the most part, it seems like what we bought pretty good. So we just took care of some guys that were not too much higher than us, but still a little higher than us. Still don't think we could take on that level 18. Nowhere near that yet, in my opinion. But if you guys have missed the last couple episodes, definitely check them out. We got them up on YouTube at One Bar Games. And if you haven't noticed, we've got that new name up in here. So I know you guys have been talking. Brainplate is coming back. She's feeling better. We're just kind of figuring everything out. And instead of Rain creating her own channel, we're just going to play on this channel together. We're going to take turns just because life gets crazy sometimes. So this is going to be at One Bar Games. I'm One Bar. She's Rain Played, and you'll see it on there. So hop over to the YouTubes, hop over to Twitter, give us a follow on there. She's going to update all of our follow us at here in the next day or two. And then once again, guys, if you're sending chat messages, I super apologize for whatever reason they're not coming through on my end. Okay, so there's a couple people up here. We got a level 10. Is there any area for me to...
Stay back, sir.
You got it, buddy.
Off you trot. It's closed.
I was gonna say, can you like just walk past them? I didn't know if that was something you could do. Oh, we timed that dodge on the shot perfectly. Alright, cool. No, okay. So, my only complaint that I really have with this game so far is I'm not a huge fan of its lock-on system. I think it could be a little better in my opinion. I don't remember what that thing does. I'm gonna have to look it up. I don't know if it heals us, hurts them. Ooh. Oh, what the heck? That guy's got a name. I've not seen one of these guys with a name before, so... Ooh, there's another one. Alright, come on. Alright, well there's definitely, some people were saying there was no action. Oh, what the heck? Did they, like, hit me with a special type of... I think he had some fire bullets going on there.
We have to stop it.
Alright, Roger the Wall. Let me take care of your little friends here, and then you're next. I also wish we got more experience for actually fighting. Like, I understand what they were trying to go with this. Ooh. Okay, so what does that do? Does it just stun them for a second? I'm not sure. I honestly don't remember what we spent our points on. And that's kind of what Rain was warning me about, was that there's some stuff that sounds cool, but it really doesn't do anything. Ow. But yeah, someone said there wasn't enough fighting, so we got all the fighting going on now. Damn, he does not mess around. Alright, let's heal up here, just because. So it doesn't seem like, so if we stay close, it doesn't seem to shoot us that much. Sorry, I know I'm kind of taking my time with some of the enemies. I'm just trying to learn some of these guys' patterns, because I imagine as the game gets harder, we're gonna want to know some of these. Ow. Ow again. Alright, Mr. Wall. Goodness gracious, that man had some health. Okay. Still trying to get to our point in Blackwall, and then we'll kind of see what's going on with Mrs. Crane. Trying to get as many... can we actually open any of these? No. Freaking, these guys are everywhere. You say there's more leeches every night. There's more of you freaking guards and vampire hunters everywhere. It's ridiculous. Alright. And once again, welcome to the stream, everyone. Hope you're having a great night. For whatever reason tonight, the chat is not working. So if you guys shoot me a message, I apologize if I don't see it like I normally do. I do have my my phone popped open. What up, Brainplate? She said hello on the phone. So I'm kind of using that as a cheat to see some of your guys' messages.
Whitechapel. Oh. This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
Pardon me, don't mean to eat on stream, but I got some cinnamon toast up in here, and my wife makes possibly the best cinnamon toast I have ever had. And I know everyone says that's a poverty meal, but that thing is a freaking delicacy, alright? So, like I said, if I'm slow to respond to message tonight, guys, I know you're probably tired of hearing it. Just chat's not working, so I've got my phone open. Hopefully they'll come through on that end. That dude is dead. There's nothing we can do to help them. Oh, can we...
Fuck you all! Fuck it all! Stop it now, Albert! Stop it!
Albert, oh. Albert, buddy. Can I not get up there? Oh, it's not letting me. Hey. You alright? You good?
Are you alright?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt, I can help you. I'm a doctor.
Name's Albert. Remember it. Now bugger off.
Hey, Albert.
What happened? Did you really steal that man's medication?
Hey, I didn't do anything. It ain't me.
All right. Perhaps the poor drunk just confused you with someone else.
Sod off, mister. You ain't got no clue what's going on here. Bastard was a soldier in the war, so now he's got the right to shoot me.
It's true. I'm not familiar with this part of town. Perhaps you could help me.
I said sod off. Go find yourself another guide.
This guy is, not, the best, if we're being honest. Alright.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? If you know anything about her, I'd appreciate it.
Never heard of her. She's pretty, I'll keep an eye out.
That's, not super helpful, buddy. Considering she's a pillar, that's a little weird that, he hasn't heard of her. Maybe,
I'll not die in some piss-stinking alley reeking worse than a week-old lavvy.
maybe she's going by a different name?
Boy.
What you doing, friend?
What? Shooting a boy in the middle of the street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor. And no one can help me. Not even you.
Why is that, bud? What did you do?
Perhaps you could focus for a moment and tell me your troubles.
I'm sick, broke, and my son just stole my pills.
Wait, that was his son?
Everything's coming up roses.
What can you tell me about this place?
Nothing to say, really. This is where I used to live, and this is where I live now.
You don't have anywhere to go? No family that would welcome you?
Not since the death of my wife, Albert's mother. She was sick, you see. Long before the flu and all this shit.
You mean you used to have a better life?
Yeah, I had a wife, a home, and a job. I even used to have a name. Now I'm just Ben. Ben the Tramp.
Well, shooting kids in the street, like I said.
Whatever the boy did, I'm sure he didn't deserve a public execution.
I swear I didn't want to hit him. It's just that I'm sick in the head, you see, and the boy just frayed me last nerve.
That's not much of an excuse, man. I wish things were that easy, but you can't really just
What is it,
say
Benjamin?
things like that, man.
It was the war, wasn't it? Your nerves are shot, aren't they? I need some answers, Private. From one soldier to another.
The doctors called me a liar, a coward. Put me in a straitjacket, locked me up. Finally, they sent me back to the front lines with a handful of tablets.
It's a pity that doctors still practice such barbaric methods. It's a dishonor to our profession.
Now only the pills stop me thinking about this shit. To not hear the explosions. I'm even scared of the dark these days.
Damn. Alright, so we got a hint for him. See if he knows anything about Miss Crane.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Have you heard anything?
It's funny, I've been searching for her too. I need some pills. But the woman is a phantom, if you ask me.
Really? And why is that?
Word is she ain't real. She's a cover for some doctor who runs an illegal dispensary for migrants.
Interesting.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
Very interesting. So we're definitely gonna have to get some more information. And once again, welcome to the stream, everyone. Hope you're all doing well tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. Said it 100 times now, but chat is not working properly. So if you shoot me a message, I do have my phone pulled up. Hopefully, I will see that and I can reply to you guys. But if I don't reply like I normally do, I'm sorry. What are you?
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and
Charlatan,
deadly
huh?
epidemic?
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
Sure, Jan. Alright, no personal questions.
Tell me, who intrigues you most in Whitechapel?
The region itself is something to see, but I would say Camellia the mute florist who gives away her flowers.
Is there anyone I should avoid?
Cadogan Bates, without a doubt. The bloody bastard remorselessly exploits poor migrants as soon as they get here.
What do you think of the locals?
Most of them are afraid or desperate. They all come to me eventually for my remedy.
Does your remedy work, though? That is the question.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like to talk about competition.
Competition, you say?
Never met her, but it seems she provides some sort of medical care to the poor. The whole thing has to be some sort of scam, if you ask me.
Okay, so nothing extra I can ask her.
Goodbye, Miss Swanborough. Perhaps we'll talk again.
Okay.
The Swanborough cordial can be the answer to all your problems. long as you have the
Whatever
money.
you say, lady. Alright, so let's see if we can find this Darius, the guy that we saw Miss Crane talking with in the alleyway. Because we definitely need to figure out what's going on here. That was a really weird,
What? What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
alright. So he's got bronchitis. Good to know. Don't want to suck his blood. Not going to be the best for us. So we're just going to have to kind of chill, wait from afar. It's like one of those Assassin's Creed telling missions. Those are always the best. So let's see if we can keep up with him. And even though chat's kind of acting up tonight, guys, let me know what you guys want to do. Whether we're playing the good guy route, bad guy route. Is he stuck on this door? He's just constantly knocking. If we're doing good guy, bad guy, we haven't decided if we're just going to kill everyone or help everyone yet. And I'm more than willing to do either. Rainplate was definitely doing the good person route. Open it.
There's nobody here.
Can I just come around from the back? Is it going to be that simple? So let me know. Like I said, I've got my phone open with chat, and it seems to be kind of working on there. Maybe. Got a
It's
message.
locked, all right.
Good God. Where am I supposed to go? But, yeah. I normally like keeping you guys up to date with everything that we're doing. Why won't you... Okay, so I just have to keep coming around to this side? Who knows, man? Investigate his actions. I don't know how to do that when everything's blocked off. What the heck? How am I supposed to... Alright. Here we go. It's not a one-bar stream unless I get lost on something that's probably super easy. Is there a zoomy point that I am missing out on? I feel like something's wrong here. Like it's not let me through this gate. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Maybe, possibly. Can't open that door. You gonna let me open this now?
I cannot
Yeah.
enter.
What the heck, man? What the hizzity heck? Alright guys, I'm pretty lost, so like I said, I've got chat open on my phone. If you have any idea what I'm supposed to do here, let me know, cause I'm kinda running in. Oh, what's up, buddy? You're kinda small.
Better go home, sir.
Better screw off, bud. Cause you are level 8 and I ain't scared of you. I'm officially bigger than you. Oh, you managed to hit me. Oh, I forgot about stamina. Man, that's the thing. Stamina, man. Oh, here comes more. Alright. I might have wandered off a little too far here. I wish there was like a group attack or something I could do. That would be cool. Maybe we'll learn something at some point. That would be pretty dope though. Like I know if these guys like are standing in front of one another, sometimes you can use like that blood spear to hit more than one character. But alright, come on, I'm gonna get some blood points before I kill you. Alright, that was pretty easy. A little distraction from the fact that we're lost. Alright, can I come this way, maybe? Maybe? Who knows? All these things are locked, man. Of course we can't open that. Okay, I am straight up lost. I don't know where to go. I don't know if maybe the game's bugging a little bit. And if it is, let me know. Because I seem to have bad luck with games like that. Let's see, curfew. Okay. I don't understand. It says does not open from this side. So I can't go in through his front door because no one's home. I can't teleport anywhere. I feel like I should just be able to push this gate open. But the fact that he's like sitting there making the same motion over and over and over and over and over again makes me think that it might be broke. I don't know if that's accurate. But
this elixir will give you faith again.
I'm literally running in circles, guys. I'm sorry. I know this isn't very entertaining. But I have no idea. Can I come in through this door? No. Man. Check my phone. I got you, Rain. Is she gonna tell me what to do? This is why Rain is the MVP. Okay. Yep. Walk around the house to the left to see a courtyard behind. Yeah, okay, so this is where I'm at, right? Am I in the wrong area? Is the game glitched out? I feel like the game's glitched out. Because it says on the official walkthrough here, it says knock on the door to engage in a conversation with Darius, who closes the door in your face and denies knowing Dorothy Crane. Activate your vampiric senses and immediately reveal a gray eye over Darius's head. Walk around the house to the left until you see the courtyard behind. You can spy on a conversation between Darius and Dorothy. I'm doing something wrong, because I don't know. I know that we've eavesdropped on people before. And this is weird. This is like the most professional Twitch stream ever, guys. Normally people do this off camera. But I think we might have a little bit of a bug. Possibly. Maybe. Not entirely sure. I did use the vampiric sense. I'm in the vampiric sense now, Rain. I keep using it. And I see this little icon here, so I think we might have had a little bit of a bug, which hopefully I can fix it by reloading. But this is the door that we talked at.
No one's there.
And then come over here. Can I enter through here? Nope. So we've got the sense there. And then up here, and I see like a little symbol pop up right here. So I think that there is a chance that we have a bit of a bug. Oh, there we go. Apparently just standing here long enough. Never mind. We fixed it.
Strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be from Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
Well, thank you, Rainplate. I appreciate the
I
help.
must talk
Apparently,
to
we just had
that
to stand there.
journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
Okay, so let's go do that. Yeah, so I have heard that this game does have a couple of bugs here and there. So we've got a couple people we can chat with. But I appreciate the help, Rain. Rain is awesome. Not only is she a great streamer, I think she's better than I am. She designs all of our social media overlays, all that kind of stuff, edits videos, does everything, and then she is a walking walkthrough. So let's chat with some people, let's meet some people, see if we can get some hints for the rest of the town.
Please take a browse of my wares.
I am Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
Let's see, no hints.
How is business around here?
Business? I have no business. Between this racket, theft, and customers getting scared, I'm losing money every day.
I see. Sounds like you blame someone in particular for your situation.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants. But with me, he's trying to put me out of business once and for all.
Why is that?
As a merchant, you see Whitechapel every day. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary recently?
Well, you mean besides the epidemic, the war, and all the usual crap? As long as I can remember, this part of town has been a bottomless pit, and no sign of the bottom yet.
So I wonder if we can help him out with everything. He has a really high mesmerized level, so he must be kind of important.
Do you need help, sir?
I only need you to purchase something from my shop,
Hit the
sir.
wrong button.
As a merchant, you see
Can I skip any of
Whitechapel.
What you
that?
mean
Sorry, I hit the wrong button.
Violence is increasing in the borough.
Yeah. A few nights ago, some blokes jumped me. Came out of one of the condemned workshops. Fever, madness, something like that.
Where did this happen? Why did you go there?
In the closed workshops nearby. I worked there as an apprentice in better days. Now I only go to find trinkets or tools. Too bad I was mugged, though. There was good money in that little box of loot I lost.
See if I can find it for you. Yeah, it says a trinket popped up, so.
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell. Those men were raving lunatics, I tell you. Not even able to speak anymore, just screaming.
Alright, so that sounds like some skulls. Okay, so I definitely have to figure out more stuff, because it says we learn a hint, but then we don't really get anything for their personal questions.
Have you heard of a nurse called Dorothy Crane?
Nurse Crane? So the bitch really is a nurse, then? Always thought she was just some crafty foreigner, that one.
Yes, she's a nurse, and quite a good one. What did she do to gain such notoriety?
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name. Something like Dorothea Craniu. Something like that. Came to England fleeing the war, I was told.
That doesn't explain why she irritates you so much.
Your
It's been a
precious
racist.
Nurse Crane gives away medical supplies and prescriptions for free. I offered to sell it for a fair cut, but no. Miss Crane wanted to play the quiet saint.
Okay, interesting. So it kind of sounded like she was backstabbing the hospital that we were working at and blackmailing one of our people.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
But it sounds like she's actually trying to help. All right, so let's see what Joe Peterson has with our man Barrett. All right, Joe. Let's have a chat.
Excuse me, sir. I have a few questions for you.
Another journalist? I didn't answer the first one, so piss off.
I'm not a journalist. I'm a doctor.
A doctor, you say? It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reed, at your service.
I'm Joe Peterson to some, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't remember asking for your service, sir.
Damn.
May I ask what you do around here?
I do whatever I want, and sometimes even more. Now sod off.
According to you, physicians are scarce in this part of town. Why is that?
Not familiar with this neighborhood, are you? I guess your fancy colleagues are too afraid of being stabbed in the back.
This
Yeah.
part of town does have quite a reputation. Would you say it's justified?
Totally. Look at me, for instance. I always look my opponent in the eye before knocking him out.
How did you become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards. But this is the only job I've found. And it pays well, too.
A job?
Interesting.
So you're racketeering for someone else?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks. I'm their muscle for their dirty work.
All right, cool. So we actually had a run with them earlier.
Most people don't become thugs when unemployed. This is a choice you made.
I don't care what you think, sir. I do what I have to do for my own reasons. And that's that.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your by all means necessary philosophy, sir.
Oh, do you really think he's the poor victim here? Barrett can be as sneaky as anyone. Long ago, I even called the bastard my best friend.
Oh, damn. Interesting. Super interesting.
Have you heard of a nurse named Dorothy Crane? She's a colleague of mine and is supposed to live around here.
Dorothy Crane? Yeah, I know her. One of the few good souls who dare to help the sick around here.
Could you please tell me more about her?
She's a nice girl. Tries to help the migrants. I offered to give her a hand, but she said my reputation would attract too much attention.
Alright, so Rain just pointed out in the chat that we're going to make our decision whether or not we're going bad guy evil doctor route or kind of help everyone route. She said, without spoilers, we have our first major district changing decision that we have to make that can actually impact the rest of the district. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say it has to do with Nurse Crane. We can probably either get her in trouble or do something. So guys, let me know in the chat. I definitely want to know what you guys are leaning towards. From what I understand, killing people makes the game easier. You level up a lot faster. You get super OP, but you also miss out on a bunch of story. And then at the end game, it's a little bit harder. Or you can go the doctor route and help everyone. Game is pretty difficult, as we've seen so far. But you get more story, you get more quest. And then from what I heard, I don't know much, in-game is a little bit better. So we have a couple other decisions to make. I don't know if you remember the doctor who covered up a medical error back in the first district we're at too. We have to decide what we're going to do with him. But definitely pop in the chat what you guys want to see. I'm good for either. Right now I'm leaning towards good guy, just because I like getting a bunch out of games. But if you guys want to see the villain route, you need to let me know.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
It's so hard, Rain says. There were times when I was at my previous job that I would come home and Rain would be playing this.
Joe, please, I don't have your money.
Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind.
Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe? Come on, we can sort it out, right?
It's not my call, Barrett. You pay one way or another.
Please, Joe. How long have we known each other? We even used to be neighbours, for Christ's sake.
I'd prefer not to give you another beating, Barrett.
It's interesting. I really like the way everything works together. So we need to find Clayton. There's a bunch of people. There's so many characters in this game. I can definitely understand why killing everyone would be easy. How you doing, sir?
Forgive my interruption.
Do not apologize, my son. Father Tobias Whitaker is always happy to teach mortals about the incoming Armageddon.
Oh,
I am
boy.
Dr. Jonathan Reed, and I just have a few questions.
A scientist?
Oh, God.
You are much more lost than I thought, my son.
Have you any friends? Any family left in these terrible times?
No. But I have a disciple I see as my son. He is so devoted. I sent him to preach the good word in the heart of this corrupted city.
You sent him on some preaching crusade during the epidemic.
As a true believer, Samuel will fear no evil while he walks through the valley of the shadow of death.
Alright, like, I have my beliefs. But, this guy sounded a little culty.
Where did you send him?
I sent Samuel to the Stonebridge Cemetery, where the pestilence and evil grows night after night.
Oh, man, we're getting another side quest.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences, and most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
But you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
Well, I suppose I can spare a few minutes listening to your so-called truth.
As a doctor, you must be aware of the decimating epidemic. But let me tell you that this so-called Spanish flu is just the beginning of the end.
What do you mean?
The beast is finally revealing itself, corrupting the flesh and the heart of men. With my own eyes I have seen them, those minions from the abyss.
Really? And what would be your answer to this biblical threat?
We must fight the disease before this legion outnumbers us. But not with scalpels and microscopes. No.
What is left then?
Cleansing fire.
Bruh. Alright.
Tell me, Tobias, what exactly is your plan concerning the cleansing of this city?
God will recognize his own. More than once this city has risen from the ashes, hardened and purified by the flames.
This guy is crazy.
Purification by fire has proved useful, but where do you stop? Burn the clothes? The buildings? The corpses? Worse?
Your lack of faith is predictable. But my task is to convince rational minds like yours to see the light. This is God's will.
You're mad and dangerous. You're nothing but a soulless butcher. A small-time Torquemada. The Savonarola of Whitechapel.
My son, if you think salvation is a free gift, go listen to the lies of that pompous fool, Joseph.
Joseph, a fool?
Vicar Larrabee of St. Mary's Church. While he continues preaching his fraudulent redemption, more and more people die in the streets.
I don't know, Joseph seems like my kind of guy, so.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like the liberal ideas of nurses, but I especially abhor that Nurse Crane you mentioned.
Why?
Why do you hate Nurse Crane?
I mean, besides the fact you're crazy.
Before coming to London, she was a member of the communist resistance in her country. That's what happens when you let a woman get involved.
Dude, this guy is just putting a mark in all the asshole sections.
So you're not exactly a fan of Florence Nightingale's work. But nurses are essential for modern healthcare.
Nuns should be the only women allowed to take care of male patients. It's obvious only they have the necessary moral fiber.
Like, I get that this is a game of the times, like, what they're doing. But the fact that we still have people like this today, not a fan.
I have heard enough for tonight. Goodbye.
Alright, is this Joseph? I'm gonna assume this is Joseph. Maybe. Possibly.
Excuse me, sir. Are you familiar
Oh no,
with
maybe this is the journalist.
Name's Clayton Darby.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm new to Whitechapel. But perhaps you could help me since you're a journalist. My name is Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Reed, the famous surgeon. I'll gladly help if I'm able, sir.
Oh man, got a lot of questions.
Have you any idea of the danger you face in these streets at night?
I've had to run and hide more than once from frenzied mobs incensed by the fever. Do you think the flu is really responsible for this, Doctor?
I must confess, some of my rational views have been shaken by recent events.
I'll remember to stay away from the district's roughest streets then.
What is a journalist doing in this borough after sunset?
He goes where none of his colleagues would dare to go, to inform the country.
So you risk your life to reveal the truth. I saw many reporters do the same during the war.
Whitechapel is the crucible of so many untold stories and tragedies. I want people to know them.
That's quite honorable of you. But is the public interested?
Not at all, sir. And that's why I'm an independent journalist, hoping to sell some stories.
This guy's spitting facts. I like him so far, though. Sorry, guys, that cinnamon toast is where it's at. It's fire.
Why are the newspapers keeping silent about the Spanish influenza? It's as though none of you care.
There's a war going on. People shouldn't be demoralized by news of deadly diseases.
Is the war still going on?
I served in France. Our top priority must be to put an end to this butchery. This war must stop now.
Sir, streets are a battlefield too. An invisible and untold war is going on, and it must be stopped.
I like this guy. I'm a fan of him.
I heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
I'm a doctor, Mr. Darby. I care about everything involving public health and this epidemic.
Are you sure you're not just concerned about the repercussions that a scandal involving a certain Nurse Crane from the Pembroke Hospital would bring?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine
He
journalist,
is
Mr.
a damn
Darby.
fine journalist.
What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious. Never goes out. Doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
He has no relatives at all?
No. Except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nethercott, who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr. Nethercott?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses. These days, you can usually find him behind the church.
He never goes out?
No.
Sounds like a vampire.
A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
That's weird. Super weird.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
So definitely like Darby though. He's probably one of the cooler NPCs. I mean, honestly, even if we play a good guy route, I don't think this passer's important. Priest, prophet, whatever we want to call him. He doesn't really have any followers, so maybe we just go ahead and take this guy out. Maybe. I'm just gonna go out and do that. We definitely wanna treat all these peeps. We don't want the district falling We need to. This one's healthy, so not super worried about it. But it's definitely crazy to me how that's always the go-to. Like anytime, I mean, hell, with the day and age that we're in right now, and everything going on in the world, everyone's like, oh, it's the end of the world. This is the one that's gonna be kill us all. And like, don't get me wrong, I definitely understand things are scary, but there's always those people like that father back there. Like it's the end of times. It's over. This is it. Repent. Like I said, I have my beliefs, but flower bouquet. Small flower bouquet with a feature for medical checkup hidden between the flowers. Okay, so I definitely feel like Dr. Crane's not... Oh, hello there, Camilla.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
She came straight to the flowers.
I know what you're thinking. A tall stranger who meets a girl in the street at night. It reeks of the penny dreadfuls. But I mean you no harm, truly.
Does she not talk?
I know you understand what I'm saying. Your silence has nothing to do with you being mute, does it?
Interesting.
Melia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me about her secret dispensary.
How would she tell us?
A stubborn and mute comrade.
Write it, I guess?
Nurse Crane and Darius have been clever.
Okay, well.
Very well. Goodbye then.
I don't know what we were hoping to gain by talking to her. I just came up because it looked like she was one of the ones putting the, oh goodness. Right in the box. So we found Darius's letter. It says, "My dearest, most beloved children, I am so sorry you have not heard from me for a few months. The situation in London has been difficult. I know it may sound selfish and silly when you, my children, are still living in a country consumed by war, but there's also a war going on here in England, a war against poverty and against injustice. This is a war I intend to fight despite my advanced years. This is why I'm writing to you today. I will not be coming back to Romania. That probably means I won't see you again before I die. Don't be sad, my darlings. You are grown up now, and you have children of your own. You know the sacrifice we sometimes must accept to make the world a better place. This is one I must make now, to feel useful one more time. I wish you a long and happy life. Kiss my grandchildren for me, and remember that your father loves you all the way from this cold, damp country. I am ever as your loving father, Darius." That's kind of depressing. Definitely kind of depressing.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter.
Well, I don't know if I want to be a dick and just you know. Alright, so we still have, how many people do we need to meet here in Whitechapel? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more people to meet. So let's see if we can find anyone. I know Richard, we're gonna knock him off the list. I don't see anything back here. Does this gate open? Okay, there we go. Ooh, he's a level 14. Not sure if I want to mess with him yet. So we got Whitechapel, and then what was this one? Whitechapel Old Road. Is that the same district? Yeah, it's the same. Okay. Good to know. Sorry, I'm just being careful because, like I said, one of my followers was telling me that we kind of made the district status work by going to bed that night without doing this quest. So, quarantine area. Can we open this door? Nope. So you guys have to let me know what you think so far. Ooh, have we talked to you? We have not talked to you. We'll keep talking to everyone. I don't know if there's anything for marking everybody off the list or not.
Don't be shy, handsome.
Oh, okay.
What can Christina do for you?
I'm not looking for what you're selling, but I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. I'm a doctor, Dr. Reed.
All right then, but be quick. though I usually get paid when I open my mouth.
Oh, snap. Oh, snap.
Christina, have you been examined? The epidemic is spreading fast in London, and you could be exposed, or expose others.
I don't like doctors or hospitals, but I don't like you asking questions.
Considering your line of work, I assure you it is only a matter of time before you have health issues.
If it is going to happen, it will happen. Right now, I need money. That's what's important.
You can put your own life in danger, that's your decision. But what about your clients? If you're contaminated, you will put them in danger too.
And you think that would worry me? If you knew the men I deal with, their health would not be what you'd worry about.
Oh, dang. I mean, he brings up a point. I mean, I'm not one of those, like, shut down the sex workers, but, like, I mean, you'd probably get exposed super easily.
Clayton Darby claims he will expose the crisis in Whitechapel to all of London. Do you believe him?
I believe Clayton's courage will erode with time, until he finally leaves Whitechapel to start another fight somewhere else.
I don't know. I like him.
Why this skepticism?
How can you speak about starvation if you've never been
But
hungry?
she's also got a point.
Or about poverty, or anything else you have never suffered from?
Are you talking from experience?
I've seen your type come here to get a good fuck in a cheap room or a dark alley before going back to their fancy houses in the West End.
Okay.
Tell me about yourself.
Are you joking with me? People don't usually come to see me for conversation.
I have no interest in your work. I am, however, curious as to what led you into this career.
Short story. The war, exile, and England. This country is not especially welcoming. I've been refused many jobs because of where I am from. I had few options left.
I always thought I was the master of my own fate. But now I know we don't always have control over our lives. I don't judge you.
You know, this money is not only for me. I have good reasons to need this money quickly. But it is not your concern, Doctor.
Interesting. I wonder if... It'd be really cool. So this is like... I get sidetracked a lot when I play games. And in Brain, if she's still in the chat, I don't know if she is. She gets annoyed. And I'm sure you guys are going to too. Because I'll pause games all the time. And I'll start just like bouncing ideas off the wall. Or like... things I think should happen. So like I haven't played this game, so maybe at some point we'll get the chance. But it'd be cool. Be like, yo, there's a big Spanish flu going on right now. Come work for me. Come work at the hospital. We need nurses. I can take care of you. Hey, Nurse Crane, maybe go work for her. Like that would be cool. It'd be cool, like, because a lot of it's like you're just a good guy, but you don't really help anybody. So I don't know. It's just a thought. Just a thought. Always here. That's right, Rain. You're the real MVP. She's my #1 fan.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Anything you can tell me about her would be helpful.
I don't know her, but I know her name is Dorothea Crăciunescu. She came from Romania like me and many others.
You seem to respect her.
Dorothea helps the sick people of Whitechapel.
You're not wrong, Rain.
Everyone should respect that.
Okay, cool. So she doesn't have an issue with Nurse
Goodbye,
Crane.
miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
Okay, cool. So that was good chat. Good chat. Good chat. I forgot where I was going, which way I was walking. Ooh. Anything up here? Not really. There's sometimes you can like zoom to stuff, and there's no point if we're being honest. Right, so I need to find my way around to Mr. Nethercott.
You are blinded by your false faith.
Can I open the?
By your daily routine, unable to see the true horror around you.
So, like, is he gonna open the door for us? That'd be cool. Can we even go in a church? I don't know if vampires can go in churches. It's a holy place. Cause I don't know my vampire lore. It's quite the little lag spike there. All right. Ooh, there are some skulls up in here. Oh dang! What the heck, bruh? Are you okay? He is freaking out. Oh, what? Oh, it's the, like, pop out of nowhere skulls. I did not like these ones. Honestly, I have had more issues fighting the skulls than I have... Ooh, we got a level 12. We gotta be careful. But yeah, I've had more issues fighting skulls than I have the vampire. Oh my gosh, my nose itches. Try not to sneeze here in the middle. Excuse me, sorry. Oh my gosh. Alright, we tore through those guys pretty fast. They take so much health though. Good lord. Damn. Alright, that was not good. We need to be careful. Can we open this gate? No. Quarantine area. They murdered this lady. Or vampire hunter. He did not fare very well. I think we're heading back towards that skull that's like a level 18. Don't know if I like that. Can we open this door? Nope. Oh, that's right, he said he was in the cemetery. So before we go in the cemetery, anyone else over here? Anything we can collect or do? Alright. Hopefully this guy's not crazy. Well, he is a follower of the Father, so... Oh boy. Or is this a poet? I mix up names so fast.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town, my words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really? Are you an artist of some kind?
I'm a poet, sir. Richard Nethercott, at your service.
Tell me, Mr. Nethercott, why seek inspiration in Whitechapel?
The place is not beautiful per se, but how to explain it? Stirring and challenging.
Do you not think it a little morbid?
On the contrary, sir. Whitechapel is full of life, full of beauty. Just like my dear muse, the wonderful Camellia.
What can you tell me about Camellia?
Not much, and that's the beauty of it. She can't speak, you know. She's a locked mystery who exhales kindness and sweetness.
Perhaps you're just afraid to find out the truth about your muse.
One day, perhaps, I'll ask her to come with me. But will she still be my wild flower of Whitechapel if she moves uptown?
It's a little weird, bro.
And have you ever tried to learn more about her? Where she lives, how she survives, whom she may know?
Maybe I prefer she remains an enigma. Reality can be so dull, don't you think?
In what way, exactly?
The struggle by gaslight, the barren smiles and the added hunger under the rain.
If you say so.
Such vibrant antagonism and vivid paradox, the stripped humanity raged across each street.
Vivid, of course, yes. And what about the poignant distress?
Oh yes, the poignant distress. You see what I mean, don't you? That's what I want to write about, and that's what Whitechapel is made of.
Did you know the mute florist is a member of a secret society?
No, I didn't. But I thank you for this information, sir. For it only enriches the mystery surrounding the precious camellia.
Are you not curious? Is there not more you wish to know?
That girl has not an ounce of malice in her. Whatever she may be hiding, it's certain to be for the benefit of most, if not all.
I fear you are a hopeless romantic, Mr. Nethercott.
Guilty as charged, Dr. Reed.
What are your thoughts on the terrible situation in this city?
Terrible, you say? No. Of course, the death of so many innocents is a tragedy. But the scourge has not been all bad for the city. Oh, no, sir.
What are you talking about?
Do you remember London before the flu? Noisy, cacophonic, quiet nowhere to be found. And now, listen to this oddly peaceful silence.
Yeah, it's,
Peaceful? That's quite an unusual way to speak about the epidemic. And very inappropriate, I must say.
Most people fail to understand my perspective. I don't blame them. But how could I call myself a poet if I veiled my feelings?
You're something alright, man.
May I ask what you're doing at this hour of night, sir? Do you live here?
Not at all. I'm just enjoying the pleasure of a quiet walk. Though night talks are always preferable, if you ask me. Especially with strangers.
But are you not afraid of the epidemic?
Oh, why should I? I see some equity in the Spanish flu. No flesh should be saved, say the scriptures. Good or evil, rich or poor, all are equal in the eyes of the flu.
If you say so. But as a physician in a time of epidemic, I must caution you to avoid unnecessary exposure, sir.
Thank you, Doctor. But we both know the seeker of truth has to go boldly where the weak dare not.
Are you aware that your life could be in danger in this part of town?
But this is where I must be to feel the real beat of the city. I had to come, see it for myself, alone.
I understand your need for solitude, but it's not safe around here.
I don't care. I don't have many friends, Doctor, and my family despises me.
I can see why.
If some misfortune came upon you, who would be here to help you?
Well, you for a start, my dear Doctor.
Oh man, little do you know. Let me level up a couple times and I might be your downfall, man.
May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not? I'll be glad to help you, if I can.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But, sorry, no, never heard of her.
That's weird, considering... I feel like that's not true, considering he knows Darius and he knows Camilla.
What can you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu? Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
Okay.
I'll leave you alone, sir.
Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
That's the thing, man. I know we have to be invited in. I know that's the big thing. Can't just barge through someone's door. Ooh. Is this oh, this is someone else. Dear Mr. Nethercott, thank you for sending your book of poems, songs from the defeated city, which we found as interesting and profound as we told you the first time we received it. Alas, in the terrible times of our country is currently facing, you must understand that such title would be totally inappropriate for any publication. Thus, since you still refuse to change your title and demand the full publication or none of your work, I'm sorry to announce Sycophant Publishing chose the second option. All right. So it sounds like he's got some talent. I mean, I wasn't a fan of what he said when we were talking to him, but Mr. Nitcott's got a cold. So we can definitely try to help him out. Like I said, chat, you gotta let me know. What are we doing? We helping? We sparing? We killing people? Burning the town to the ground? Going down in a blaze of glory? Are we gonna help people out? I definitely need your opinion on it. Like I said, I'm leaning towards I'm the good guy route, but I'm gonna put a poll up on Twitter, and you guys will have to let me know what you think and what you want to do. So let's go talk to Darius. We'll talk to him, see if maybe we can make our way up to Nurse Crane, but we'll probably call it here pretty soon, just so we. Ooh, can we get up to his house? There's a new person up there. Sir.
Hello, young man. I'm Dr. Reed, and I would like to ask you a few questions. May I enter, please?
Sorry, no, sir. My father does not like people entering our house, you see.
Oh, can I?
Your father is worried about you, boy. He asked me to look for you.
So my father actually worries about me then? Okay then. Come on in. I'm a Harry, by the way.
I feel like that's cheating.
Pain and suffering in this world.
Wait, what? Yeah, I feel like that's cheating. Like, let me in. These are the droids I'm looking for. This is the house I need. Like, at that point, does it count?
Dreams are soaked with gloom.
Okay. Ooh, come on.
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
How do you feel?
I'm fine. I mean, it's not easy every day, but I'm fine. I'm just tired of being sick all the time. If only I could be tough like... Well, you know.
Speaking of which, what can you tell me about your father?
My father is an idiot who makes idiot things. That's all I have to say.
Alright.
Forgive my bluntness, young man, but you don't seem happy living in Whitechapel.
Why should I? I never wanted to come here in the first place. It was my father's decision. And look around you. Does this look like a nice place to live?
It doesn't, but I mean...
You have a roof over your head, a place to call home. Many people here are not as lucky, you know.
That's exactly what my father says. Harry, you should be grateful for what you've got. But I wasn't even consulted when we moved here.
If life here is so terrible for you, why don't you just leave this place? Have you ever spoken to your father about it?
I don't go outside. It terrifies me so. I went outside once without my father noticing and I saw terrible things. Bloody and frightening things.
So that's why you stay at home all day? For fear of the epidemic?
I'm not afraid of disease or death, Dr. Reed. It's the living I'm afraid of.
That makes sense. Like, really crazy anxiety. He's got a super low mesmerize level, so we can take him out. We can do it.
Your father and Mr. Lewis used to be good friends. What happened, Harry?
I was young then. I don't remember Mr. Lewis ever coming back again after my mother died. Or was it after my father started bullying him? I don't know.
Have you tried speaking to Mr. Lewis about it?
I don't go out often, but yes. And he scolded me and told me to leave him alone. I guess my father frightens him too much.
Maybe a little something happened with the marriage?
But you are not responsible for your father's actions.
Am I not? Dad always says that he joined that gang for my safety. So if I wasn't born, people wouldn't be worrying about Colossus Joe.
This music's gotten intense, man. Goodness.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
Yes, I know her. She came here to examine me when I was very sick. She said I should go out more.
I mean,
Goodbye,
that is the
young
thing.
man. Take care of yourself.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
Nah, bro. I mean, the world has its up and down, but I thought I saw someone upstairs, so I'm gonna go see if there's actually someone upstairs while I rob his entire place. But that's beside the point. We're not gonna talk about that. Is there not someone up here? Maybe he was just standing at the window and he came down to answer the door. That's locked.
It's locked, all right.
It's locked, all right. Just steal all of his money. We're good people. Ooh. Dear Mr. Peterson, it's my duty to inform you of our refusal to accept your application for a job at the dockyard. I must thank you for the time spent in our office explaining the difficulty of your situation with your ill boy and the loss of your beloved wife, but it is also my duty to point out the policy of our company, which expressly reproves the employment of former criminals or convict. Your unfortunate connections with the ill-famed wet boys have been duly noted. These are hard times, sir, and Finch and Harper intend to reward first candidates who pass a small inquiry we like to conduct about our future employees. You have my dear sympathy, and may God be with you and your family. Damn, man. It's like everyone's got such deep stuff. Professional vampire hunters. Okay. Alright. I think that... So we're still missing 2 people. We found a midget. I can definitely see a lot of this town is sick. We got hints. We're doing good. So let's go see if Darius will be as easy as this guy was, now that we have some information about him. I feel like it was kind of cheating to just say let me in, but did I talk to you already? I did. You're the other guy, Joe. Okay, stop. I didn't mean to unlock. The man's taking a leak. Alright, let's try this again.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again? Go away.
No, what the heck?
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though.
Okay, so that was interesting, because it said our mesmerize wasn't high enough. So maybe I missed something in the story already. That we haven't upgraded our mesmerize skill. Bro, he is sick. Nurse Dr. Crane, whatever we're going with, has kind of been letting you guys down lately. She hasn't been taking too much care of you. So let's talk to him.
If you want to talk to Dorothea, you must go across the courtyard and take the stairs.
We've not been formally introduced. May I ask your name and occupation, sir?
I am Darius Petrescu. I'm here to keep snitches and spies away from Dorothea. And I also run this little print shop.
So Dorothy's real name is not Crane?
Like myself and many people in this area. Dorothea is from occupied Romania. That's all you need to know.
She seems important to the community.
More than you can imagine. The West End does not want to hear of Whitechapel's misery. Dorothea is one of the few doing something about it.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflets.
Are you not worried for her safety?
She is as brave as she is tough, and clever, too. If only I had met her when I was younger.
Are you in love with Camellia, Mr. Petrescu?
Don't be stupid. If I had met her when I was younger, we could have won our revolution.
Who is she, really? Do you know where she's from?
She's not from around here, that's all we know. Camellia is not even her name. It's her favorite flower.
You say she has no close family?
Well, there's that awful poet who constantly follows her around like a lost puppy. A good man for sure, but a very poor writer.
This man's spitting facts.
Tell me.
I do not.
Okay. Which is still blue, so I didn't know if we were missing something.
Did you refuse to publish Richard Nethercott's previous works, Darius?
Yes. His manuscript is as pompous as he is starched. Now there's a man who loves the sound of his own voice.
You could have told him so.
As a great writer recently said, politeness is the most acceptable hypocrisy.
Alright, alright. This guy's not bad so far.
Do you have any family left, Mr. Petrescu? Children or grandchildren?
Who knows? I have abandoned my people for so long, they might as well be dead.
That's sad.
As dead as I am for them, I suppose.
Don't be embarrassed, sir. If you must know, my own father disappeared many years ago, and I forgave him.
It's quite awkward to talk about our families like this, but thank you, Dr. Reed. I appreciate your trust.
This war won't last forever. Did you ever think of returning to your country now it's free?
No. I have taught strength and determination to my sons and daughters. I'm an old, dying man who only has memories of better times to cherish.
I know you fought for your country when it was occupied, Darius. Tell me more about it.
I know my days are numbered, and I know I won't see my homeland again. But I fought for Romania all my life, and I will until my last breath.
But Romania escaped the grasp of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. It's a free country again.
But it's not the country I fought for. My homeland is not appeased, Doctor. And I still see a dark future ahead for my people.
How did you meet Nurse Crane, Darius? Why does she trust you?
I'm her oldest friend in England. Dorothea and I shared many ideas about this country and about the country we left.
You mean occupied Romania, don't you? Even if not directly, I fought against your enemies.
Really? Then perhaps you have more in common with Dorothea than meets the eye, Dr. Reed.
It's good to know. So, like, I know a lot of people get kind of bored and burn out of all the dialogue, but we learned so much. We're getting experience from it, and I really do feel like if we go with the good guy route, it is going to help us immensely in the long run. Because I know, like, we're picking up clues like crazy. Can I unlock this now? Thank you. All right. So I know that it might not be the most entertaining, but I mean, this game has amazing voice acting. I'm super down for it. I really am enjoying it so far. And like I said, we've got questions, guys. So, like I said, if at the start of the stream, if you missed any of the previous episodes, go check them out on YouTube. I don't think they're up on Twitch anymore, but there is some decisions that I haven't made yet because I was kind of leaving that up to you guys. And then if you guys were in the chat tonight, or you're seeing it pop up on screen, for whatever reason, it didn't load in the chat box, so you guys probably didn't see it if you're watching this afterwards. But Rain pointed out, because she has played this game before, that our first big like game-changing district decision is coming up. So are we going to help this district? Are we going to collapse the district? What is our course of action? What are we going to do? I'll probably put a poll up on Twitter. You guys can hop over there. So some things have changed. We don't have it scrolling through the feed yet, but so the group page for both Rain Played and myself is at 1BarItGames. At 1BarIt1 is now just for me. So everything that you've been interacting with, I just updated that page. That's 1BarItGames. But hop over there, give us a vote. We're gonna go talk to Miss Crane. We're gonna find out, and then we're gonna start making choices. And from what I understand, once you make this first choice, the game just really starts rolling. I know it's been a slow start, but from what I understand, from here on out, it really picks up steam. Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. I'm sorry that the stream crashed the second I started it, and then for whatever reason, I'm really sorry the chat wasn't popping up on screen tonight. So if I didn't get a chance to reply to you all tonight, I did get a chance to read. I normally get to go through the list. I can't pull it up on my phone, unfortunately. I wish I could, but yeah, that was fun. I'm enjoying the game. I hope you guys are enjoying the game. Thank you so much for tuning in. Shout out to all my regulars. Shout out to anyone that was new. Once again, I like to normally call you guys out by name, but for whatever reason, Twitch and OBS isn't really working. So hopefully for this last hour and a half, the games looked okay. It seemed okay on my part, but yeah, I appreciate each and every one with you. We have a lot of stuff going on at work right now, so I'm actually off for a bit, and might be changing jobs. We'll see. So I'll be streaming. There's a chance we might get Rain Played back on stream tomorrow, but we'll actually be together, so that'll be fun. So until next time, everyone, y'all know what I like to say. Stay safe, stay out of trouble. If you're not going to do that, don't get caught. Peace out, everybody.